Hello everybody, Elias5891 here with another KTANE module tutorial. This time we're looking at the Blind Maze module. This one's edgework dependent, has a very interesting history which we're not going to cover in this. But let's get some edgework, take a look, see how this one works. 5 batteries in 3. There was a lit TRN, I believe, yes. Parallel port and a serial number Q61MR7. So here's Blind Maze. Thank you, lights. It is extraordinarily blind now. That is precisely what I was wanting you to do. When the lights come back on, this is Blind Maze. As the diffuser, you're going to tell the expert that you have Blind Maze, and you're going to tell them the colors of the 4 buttons. Everybody has their own style for this. I like to read it in news order, and I'll specify ahead of time which letters I'm doing. So that'd be north is red, east is white, west and south are both green. I always read off directional things in news order, just the way I was taught to do them. So north, white, green, green. That's what we have as our expert. Now what are we going to do? Well, the idea of this one is you have 1 of 10. It calls them mazes. They're kind of more like labyrinths because they have a single entrance exit. But one of these mazes, you're going to rotate it. You're going to figure out where you start, and then you're going to work your way out of the maze. The first step is finding the correct maze. You're going to take the last digit of the serial number. In this case, that's 7. You're going to add the number of solved modules. For this tutorial, that's going to consistently be a 0 because we'll be doing a new bomb each time. But you're going to add the number of solved modules. If the number is above 9, you're going to modulo 10. You're going to subtract 10 until you get a single digit number. And that's going to be the maze that you're working with. Quick shortcut, since you're moduloing 10 anyway, when you add the number of solved modules, just add the last digit. If you add 12 or 2, you're going to get the same thing, modulo 10. So just look at the last digit of solved modules. So we're going to take the last digit of serial plus the last digit of the number of solved modules. That is 7 total. So we're in maze 7. That's our first step. Our second step is to find the rotation. With this set here, we're going to find the first condition that applies. There's exactly 1 D battery and no AA's. That would be 1 battery and 1 holder. We do not have that. Otherwise, there are less than 3 unique port types. We have a parallel port and that's it, so we do have less than 3 unique port types. So that's going to be our rotation. That is 270 degrees clockwise. Third, we need to find the starting location. We're going to look up the 4 color direction combinations we got before. So north red, east white, west green, south green. We are going to find the x coordinate, add north and south together. For the y coordinate, add east and west together. Modulo 5 for both of them. Sort of. If we exceed 5, we're going to subtract 5, so it's not quite modulo 5, but similar idea. So let's get that coordinate. So our x-coordinate is north plus south. That would be 1 plus 2, which is 3. Our y-coordinate is east plus west. That's 5 plus 5, which is 10, which is 5. So we've got our coordinate as 3, 5. Now, what do we do with this information once we have it? Well, we're going to navigate our diffuser outside this maze. So we're going to come up here to our set of mazes. We need a 270 degree rotation. 270 degree clockwise rotation. I'm lazy. I don't like thinking in 270 degrees rotation. So 270 degrees clockwise is just the same as 90 degrees counterclockwise. Likewise, 270 degrees counterclockwise is 90 clockwise. That way you can limit it all down to smaller rotations. So I need to rotate this 90 degrees counterclockwise, or 270 clockwise. Through the magic of the computer, I can actually just rotate my manual 90 degrees clockwise, or 90 degrees counterclockwise. So I've kind of turned it on its side. I use a paper manual, so I actually can physically turn it clockwise. If you're doing this on a web browser, there's a couple options to actually rotate a window or a screen. That varies based on a number of factors, so I will let you explore that option if that's something you want to do. Of course, you can also just kind of visualize it mentally. So we've done a rotation. We're looking at maze 7. Maze 7 is still this one here. And now we need to get our starting location. Our starting location is 3, 5. But it's not 3, 5 in our original grid, it's 3, 5 in our rotated grid. The x-coordinate is your left, right, left being 1, right being 5. So 3 is going to be, this will be x is 1, x is 2, x is 3. Then your y's are rows, row 1 being your top one, row 5 being your bottom one. So we have y is 5, that's our bottom row. That's here. So this dot is 3, 5. This is where we're starting. How do we get out of the maze, out of the labyrinth from this location? We're going to go west, north, east, north, west, west, west. West, north, east, north, west, west, west. So that's what we're going to tell our diffuser. Alright, blind maze. Answer is west, north, east, north, west, west, west. And we're done. Let's do another one. Again, we're going to start with edge work. 2 in 2. Unlit FRK, lit SND, no, CAR, sorry. And a serial port. TM4, PI2. Our colors are going to be north is gray, east is white, west is yellow, south is green. Gray, white, yellow, green. Alright, first off, let's unrotate this. There we go. We're going to start by finding the maze. That's last digit plus solves. That's 2 plus 0. So that's going to be maze 2. Our rotation. This should seem familiar. We don't have exactly 1D and no AA's, but we do have less than 3 unique port types with just a serial port. So we're again going to rotate 270 degrees clockwise, or 90 degrees counterclockwise. And our starting locations. North was gray, south was green, 2 plus 2 is 4. East was white, west was yellow, 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 minus 5 gives us 4, so our coordinate is 4, 4. So we're going to rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. Again, we're doing maze 2, and we're starting at 4, 4. So this one's a little bit longer of a maze, but we're going to go this way. So from here, that's west, north, north, north. Alright, so our answer is west, north, north, north. Puts us here. West, south, south, west, west. West, south, south, west, west. Let's do one more like this. Hey, I have a 1D battery. This is great. This is different. I'm going to skip straight to the serial number because I know that's going to be the only other part that matters. MB9, EX9, and our colors, north, east, south, west, white, red, gray, green. Alright, so we have the edge work, we have the colors on this one. Let's rotate this back to normal. First step, what maze are we in? Last digit of the serial plus solves. That would be 9, so we're in maze 9. Oops. Rotation. If there's exactly 1D battery and no double A's. Looky here, this rule applies finally. We're going to rotate 90 degrees clockwise this time. And third, starting locations. Colors were north white, east red, west gray, yellow, south green. So white, red, gray, green. North and south gives me my X, that's 4, 2 plus 2. East and west gives me my Y, that's also 4, 3 plus 1. So we're doing 4, 4. Let's scroll back up here. And let's rotate this 90 degrees clockwise. We're in maze 9. And we are starting at 4, 4. That's here. So how do we get out from here? We're going to go west, north, east, east, east. So that's what we'll tell him. West. No, let's do something a little different. I accidentally clicked north an extra time. 2 extra times, apparently. And now, I know I'm up here because I've been actually paying attention, but maybe I'm a little confused on where I am. So I don't know if I'm here, or if maybe he went east once already, or he didn't go west. I don't know where he's at, and you can't really see the maze here. At any point, you can hit the reset button. That puts you back at your starting location, in this case 4, 4. So you can start over. So we need to go west, north, east, east, east. So this is the basics how it's going to go. Let me go ahead and return this to normal first. Boop. Clear this away. And let's do one more blind this time, so you can give it a shot. Afterwards, we'll talk about 1 or 2 of the conditionals that we haven't seen yet. Edge work wise, we have 3 batteries and 2 holders. We have a lit FRQ, an unlit CLR, and DVI port. Our serial number is Alpha X-Ray 2, India November 1, and our maze in news color order is gray, gray, green, red. Gray, gray, green, red, north, east, west, south. Alright, take a moment, see what you get for this. Then we'll come back and do it. Go ahead and pause now if you need to. And let's kind of work through this together. Maze is going to be maze 1. Last digit's a 1. No solves makes 1. Rotation. It's the rule we've used multiple times. It's not 1D and no double A's. It is less than 3 unique ports. So we're going to do 270 clockwise or 90 counterclockwise. Starting location, colors were gray, gray, green, red. So for my X, I get 2 plus 3 is 5. For my Y, I get 5 plus 5 is 10, which is also 5. So we get 5, 5 for our coordinates. Going to head up here. We're going to rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. We're at 5, 5 in maze 1. That's maze 1. We are at 5, 5. We need to get out, so we go west, 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 north, north, west, west. And that's going to cover blind maze. Now, let's look at some of these rotations. You'll notice we didn't get past the less than 3 unique port types. And to be honest, I see it hit that one a lot. It's okay. It's fine if one's a little more skewed than the other. Other rules, if there's a lit IND indicator and a val on the serial number, you rotate 180. That's not a flip, it's 180 rotate. Otherwise, no yellow buttons and at least one red button, which would have applied on this one. Then you're going to do 90 counterclockwise. Otherwise, if there are at least 3 types of maze-based modules, rotate 180. For this, when it talks about maze-based modules, it has an asterisk, but it's really talking about any module that has maze in the name. So maze, Morse maze, 3D maze, mouse in the maze, hexamaze, blind maze, polyhedral maze. All of those. Interestingly, the example shows, oh, this one, let's say one has 2 hex mazes and a 3D maze. It's going to kind of have a blind maze too. So it does count itself. So in all of the cases we've had so far, we've had exactly one type of maze-based module. But there could be multiple ones. If there's at least 3, then you're going to hit that rule. That's an easy one to get tripped up on. Otherwise, there are 2 or more buttons that are red, and an unlit MSA, which is a 270-degree counterclockwise, which is the same as a 90-degree clockwise. Otherwise, you don't rotate it, which we never did get to see, sadly. But these are kind of your rotation rules in their entirety. This is the one to watch out for. These ones with the indicators, indicator rules don't trigger a whole lot, so you probably won't see those as much. But anyway, that's going to be it for Blind Maze. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or suggestions, as always, leave them in the section down below. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and don't explode. Bye, guys.